What does not kill me makes me stronger. Nietzsche. Have you ever noticed how much of life today is built around avoiding pain? Every app, every gadget, every ad, it all promises one thing: comfort. But here's the uncomfortable truth: comfort is killing us. Think about your day. You wake up, scroll your phone, order food without leaving your bed, binge a show, maybe complain about stress, then crash again. No real struggle, no real challenge. And if something feels hard, we call it toxic, burnout, or not worth it. But here's the thing: when everything is easy, something inside us dies, slowly, quietly. We don't notice it at first. We feel fine. But fine isn't living. Most people think pain is the problem. They think if I can just avoid pain, I'll be happy. So they chase comfort. More money, more convenience, more numbness. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Nietzsche, this line is brutal in its simplicity. It means, if you know why you're going through pain, you can survive almost anything. Think about that. The gym hurts, but if your why is being strong for your kids, you keep lifting. A breakup shatters you, but if your why is learning to love with more depth next time, you keep moving. The pain itself doesn't destroy you. It's the absence of meaning that does. Let me throw this at you. What is the hardest thing you've ever been through? Now ask yourself, did the pain feel different when you had a purpose behind it? Nietzsche would argue that most people today don't actually suffer too much. They suffer without meaning. And that's why it feels unbearable. Here's a question. If you woke up tomorrow and every struggle in your life suddenly had a clear purpose, would the pain feel lighter? Or would you still run from it? Nietzsche's point is clear. The how of life, the suffering, the chaos, the setbacks only crushes you when you've lost sight of your why. And this flips the script on comfort. Comfort isn't just about soft couches and easy routines. Comfort is what happens when you live without a why. You stop asking questions. You stop demanding meaning. You just exist. But pain with purpose? That's where you discover what you're capable of. Man is the cruelest animal. Nietzsche. At first, this sounds harsh. But what Nietzsche means is that we are not gentle by nature. We are wired for conflict, for struggle, for battle, not just with others, but with ourselves. And here's the twist. When we deny this side of us, when we try to live soft, nice, frictionless lives, we end up turning that cruelty inward. We get depressed. We feel empty. We hate ourselves quietly. You might be wondering, wait, are you saying we should seek out pain? Actually enjoy cruelty? Not exactly. Nietzsche isn't saying celebrate suffering for its own sake. He's saying stop pretending life is supposed to be painless. Because when you avoid conflict and struggle, you suffocate the part of you that was built to overcome it. Think about it this way. When you push your body through training, you tear muscle fibers, and that damage builds new strength. When you face rejection, it cuts deep, but that scar teaches resilience. Even creativity is born from struggle. Every great artist fights their own darkness before creating light. Here's something most people won't tell you. The opposite of comfort isn't pain, it's power. Because comfort doesn't just make you soft, it makes you powerless. And pain, when you face it head on, doesn't just hurt, it gives you control. Nietzsche puts it like this: what is great in man is that he is a bridge and not an end. We are always becoming, always in between, always being broken down and rebuilt. And if you try to freeze yourself in comfort, you stop the process. You stop becoming. So let's land this section with one line. Pain isn't proof that life is against you. Pain is proof that you're still becoming. But Nietzsche flips the script. He says, to live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Pain isn't the enemy. Pain is the path. Let me put it simply. Comfort feels good, but it doesn't change you. It keeps you stuck, soft, predictable. It turns you into what Nietzsche called the last man, the kind of person who just wants warmth, safety, and small pleasures while slowly shrinking into nothing. And that's the trap of our time. We're all chasing the life that hurts the least, but the life that matters most will hurt. Nietzsche writes, "The secret of the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment of existence is to live dangerously." What does that mean? It means stop hiding from struggle. Stop protecting yourself from every sting. Because the things that give your life weight, love, ambition, mastery, purpose, will cut you open. Think about love. Real love isn't just comfort. It's late nights, fights, misunderstandings, vulnerability. It's terrifying. But without that pain, love is shallow. Or think about chasing a dream, starting a business, writing a book, training your body. It's exhausting. You'll fail. You'll doubt yourself. People will laugh. But in that pain you grow. Nietzsche even goes further. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. That line hits deep. It means your chaos, your pain, your confusion, your restless energy isn't something to run from. It's the raw material of creation. Without chaos, no star. Without pain, no power. So here's the truth. Comfort feels safe, but it robs you of life. Pain feels dangerous, but it's where you find who you really are. Comfort protects you. Pain transforms you. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well, the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. Nietzsche hears the painful truth. If you avoid struggle, if you cling to comfort, you stop growing. It doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It's slow, silent, invisible. You wake up one day and realize you've been living the same year on repeat. No risks, no scars, no becoming. That's the real cost of comfort. It doesn't just soften your body, it kills your soul. And you see it everywhere. People bored with their lives, numbing themselves with food, entertainment, or endless scrolling. People who once had fire in them but settled for safety. Nietzsche would call this spiritual death. Existing, but not really alive. So what do we do with all this? Let's boil it down. First, comfort isn't the goal, it's the trap. Second, pain isn't the enemy, it's the doorway. Third, meaning is what makes pain not just bearable, but essential. Nietzsche put it best. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. So here's one thing you can do today. Pick the thing you've been avoiding because it feels uncomfortable. The hard conversation, the project that scares you, the workout you keep skipping. Do it not because it feels good, but because it hurts. That pain is proof you're still alive. Final quote to close it all out. Become who you are. Nietzsche, that's the challenge. That's the invitation. So let me ask you, what pain in your life are you running from right now? And what would it look like if you chose to face it instead? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to read them. And if this hit you, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications.